Good evening, Collective of Cancer. I hope this video finds you well. I have already pre-shuffled your tarot cards. I did a meditation prior to starting this video. So let's go over what I saw in your meditation, which was pretty darn significant. So I had a beautiful meditation for you guys, and I don't know if this is going to pertain to all or a few of you, but I saw the first thing I saw during my meditation was like this beautiful yellow warm sunlight, and it was like sunrise. I felt so warm and comforted by it, and the message I was getting during this time was that it's a dawn of a new day. So I think some of you have maybe been going through some hard times, and Spirit is sending you so much healing and comfort right now, because that's just what I kept getting. Like, I kept hearing over and over again, it's the dawn of a new day. And all the while, I could just feel the warmth of the sunlight on my skin, and it just felt 100% comforting. Like, I just really wanted to live in this feeling. I saw lots of yellow throughout this entire meditation. So the color yellow represents enlightenment, enlightenment that God's wisdom brings to people's souls to help them make good decisions. Wisdom for decisions. So if you are faced with a choice, with a decision of some kind right now, know that your angels and guides, they are sending you these beautiful yellow light rays. You can meditate on them, you can pray into them, and this is going to help you to obtain the wisdom that you need to make your decisions. I saw green. Green is healing, heart chakra. I don't know if this part's going to pertain to everybody or somebody. I saw a female figure, a very nurturing female figure, and like a mother figure. Someone was definitely trying to come through, and same as with the sunlight, she felt really so beautiful, so nurturing, so comforting. I also saw an angel in yellow, which I do believe was Archangel Jophiel. Archangel Jophiel helps people think in more enlightened ways. Jophiel helps with discovering the beauty of God's holiness, helps you to see yourself how God sees you, and how special you are. Archangel Jophiel can also help you to overcome addictions as well. So that was my meditation. That was more profound than usual. Somebody out there needs that message for sure. So let's get into some tarot. Let me fix the camera so you can see the cards and the shuffle. All right. Spirit, what energies? Goodness, that's too many. What energies do we have surrounding the collective of Cancer? What messages do we have for the collective of Cancer? What messages do we have? Whoa. These cards are doing acrobats for you guys. What messages do we have for Cancer? Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Thank you. The Three of Pentacles. This symbolizes hard work, spiritual work. Threes signify creativity, expression, fulfillment, synthesis. Two things come together to make something else. Threes represent the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, Triple Moon Goddess. We have the Five of Swords. Fives signify, fives signify crisis, transformation, health, a challenge of some sort, the end of a conflict or a battle. Swords can indicate conflict, or they can indicate intellect. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Sevens indicate magic, spirituality, research. You can see this man here, he is deep in thought about something, or he's working hard doing research. What do we have going on for the collective of Cancer? Cancer. What messages do we have for the collective of Cancer? Thank you. We have the High Priest. So, just as the High Priestess symbolizes intuition, secrets, moonlight, the High Priest represents sun, earth. We get one more card for the collective of Cancer, please. What do we have going on for the collective of Cancer right now? What energies are surrounding my Cancerian friends? And we've got the Eight of Swords. So eights symbolize abundance, manifestation, diligence, harvest. Again, swords indicate either conflict or intellect. Here, it's like a little bit of both, because you can see she's in a bit of a pickle. She's got to make her way through some conflict here. And she's gonna have to think her way through it because her hands are tied over something. And she can't see. She's got that blindfold on. So she's really, she can only use her mind to get out of this situation that she's in. That's the only option she's got there. All right, so it looks like you've been working hard at something. Maybe to put an end into this conflict? Something that you've been really in your head about. Let's get some clarifier cards out on this. This is a really interesting read we've got going on here. Spirit, please clarify the Three of Pentacles for Cancer. Purple. I'm noticing her purple cloak that she's wearing here. And remember, I said that this could indicate spiritual work. Purple will indicate intuition, psychic abilities, spiritual work. Cats. There's a cat here also by his foot. Cats also indicate intuition, psychic abilities. Please clarify the Three of Pentacles. Can I even speak? Why do we have the Three of Pentacles here, Spirit? Please clarify the Three of Pentacles. What do I need to see about the Three of Pentacles? Show me what I need to see. Please clarify the Three of Pentacles card. For Cancer. Thank you. We've got patience and planning, light, fertility, excuse me, and balance. Usually I don't like to do more than 3, but based on the meditation I had, we're just going to take them. I really want to try to get you guys as many messages as I can here. So, patience and planning. So this is a number 7. 7s symbolize, like I said, magic, spirituality, and research. And so this is indicating spiritual work. And you can see he is hard at work. Everyone's watching behind him like, what's he doing? Right? And he is just working away there. We've got 2 pillars here, and as you can see, it's like there's light being shed upon something. Yellow, just like in the meditation. Now, yellow can also indicate your solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus chakra is just above your belly button, underneath your rib cage, like right here, like right in this area here, and it's where your power comes from. Whenever you have, you hear people say, I just have a gut feeling. That's your gut feeling right here, your solar plexus chakra. And the next card out we have is light, and we see so much yellow here. This is a major arcana card. The black border on this indicates a major arcana, and so that's going to indicate like a significant life event. 19 in numerology is going to go to a 10, suggesting ending leading to a new beginning of some sort. And here's your new beginning, most likely. A 3. Here we go with another 3. And Her heart chakra is lit up. So she's coming from her heart space. So fertility, by the way, in tarot, it doesn't always mean like making the baby kind of fertility. It could also mean like you are in tarot they say like a pregnancy can indicate being pregnant with an idea. So perhaps you're working on some kind of a new idea for your life. And then we have balance, which is interesting to me because what was standing out to me was these two pillars on the patience and planning card. And the balance card is the number 11, which is a master number in numerology. It's the most intuitive of the master numbers, the life path number 11, which is a highly spiritual life path, indicating that if you are a life path 11, you likely have led a very hard life. You likely have been through some trials and tribulations in your time. What he's got here is a symbol of each of the 4 elements, indicating that he is in balance. So you could have a need for some balance, or you could be in balance. You're just working away at your idea on your spiritual path, maybe looking for some ways to take your spiritual path, possibly. Maybe you have discovered that you're a spiritual person and you're trying to determine at this point what to do with it. If you are a life path 11 and you have had a very hard time in life leading up to this point, that would likely be why in my meditation I was receiving such feelings of comfort. Spirit really was telling me that you are surrounded by angels, guides, ancestors, family members. Someone was definitely trying to come through. Everybody around, all of your spirits and guides are sending you healing and comfort during this time, whatever it is you might be going through. 5 of Swords. Why do we have the 5 of Swords here, Spirit? Please clarify the 5 of Swords. What do we need to know about this 5 of Swords? Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Why do we have the 5 of Swords here? We've got trapped in fear. Two more clarifier cards for the 5 of Swords, please. What do we need to see about this 5 of Swords? What does Cancer need to know about the 5 of Swords? Show me what I need to see. Thank you. The universe. Thank you. And material harvest. Okay, so we've got a whole lot of blue, white, and this like lavender color here. See that? Those are very spiritual colors, That violet color represents crown chakra, and the blues and purples will represent intellect, intuition, this guy has put an end to a conflict, took that guy's sword away from him and sent him a packin'. And then the next card out we have is the number 8 card, Trapped in Fear. And look at it, just like in my meditation, he has been through such a hard time. He's just in his own head right there, but the light is dawning, right? The light is dawning on him. I'm not sure if I said this already. The blue border around the card represents your mental state. And the next card out is the universe. A 21 in numerology will go to a 3. 2 plus 1 equals 3. As I stated before, 3 signify creativity, expression, synthesis, and fulfillment. And then the last clarifier we have out on this is material harvest. And it looks a little white. There we go. You see it's like yellow behind his head. Again, something is being lit up for him. Something he's been in his head about. Light is dawning on something. So something is going to be brought to light for you. So let's see. Number 8, Trapped in Fear. This card reveals that it's actually your own fear that has you immobilized and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who's holding yourself prisoner or hostage, and in order to continue your journey, you must face your fears so that new people and conditions can manifest. Many individuals choose to stay in this place because they can't see the road ahead. They feel a misguided sense of safety there, or they're afraid of starting something new. But staying will only add to your levels of stress and anxiety and create adverse effects in your physical body. Seek out wise counsel for assistance. You don't have to do this alone, but know that you possess all of the tools that you need to free yourself. Forgetting how strong you really are, you're forgetting how strong you really are. This period will end when you use your mind to... What did I tell you? This period will end when you use your mind to cut through the limitations caused by your emotions. So, my dear Cancerian friends, you're the one who has yourself all tied up like this. And so you're the one who can set yourself free. And next out we have the universe. So let's see what it says about the universe also. I do believe, and I'm going to double check this right now, that the universe represents the world card in tarot. Let's see. You've come far on your journey, and it's time to be rewarded for your efforts. You've been working hard. Everybody's been doubting you, and you've been hard at work with what your intuition tells you is the work that you need to be focusing on. Whether everyone agrees with it or not, you've been doing the work, and it's time to be rewarded for your efforts. This card symbolizes completion, triumph, peace, liberation, and fulfillment. Everything you've strived for, it's within your reach. Meet it halfway and grab it. The universe is the last of the major arcana cards and reflects the work you've accomplished on your travels. But more importantly, it represents the wisdom that you've gained along the way. You should now honor and acknowledge the truly wonderful soul that you are. And that's what that yellow ray of light is offering you. Enlightenment that God's wisdom brings to people's souls to help them make good decisions. Wisdom for decisions comes with that yellow ray of light. Archangel Jophiel, the yellow represents Archangel Jophiel, like I said, and isn't that amazing? So, you're being sent this yellow light that's dawning on you as you're trapped in fear here. This yellow light is being sent to you to show you the wisdom that you've gained along the way, the wonderful soul that you truly are, to help you see yourself the way Father God Most High sees you. I'm getting a little emotional over this reading. I'm rolling 2 cards in. Light is dawning on him and the wonderful soul that he truly is. And as that light is dawning on him, when he opens his eyes, he'll see his material harvest there. Everything he's worked so hard for, it's right there at his fingertips. I love this reading. You should now honor and acknowledge the truly wonderful soul that you are, and accept the vital part that you play in the bigger scheme of life. The world is yours to command, and you're free to travel in whatever direction your heart desires. You're connected to everything in the cosmos. The universe card is a reminder that the same energy making up the stars in the sky, the same energy that's coursing through the universe, is in each and every individual. In ancient times, many believed that each star was the soul of one person. They also believed that these souls shine so brightly to guide others through the darkness, and so too can your wise soul. And I think we definitely understand full and well what Spirit meant about this material harvest card, with the light dawning on him and his material harvest at his fingertips. So let's move right along. Spirit, why do we have the 7 of Swords here? Please clarify the 7 of Swords. What does Cancer need to know about this 7 of Swords card? Thank you. We've got sacrifice and foundations and achievements. All right. Oh my. I told you an angel showed up for you in my meditation. This is what the most emotional reading I have done, I think. Do you see those rainbows there? Every time you see an angel, every time you see a rainbow, that's your angels. That's your angels letting you know that they're there. All right, so the sacrifice card, again, the black border indicates a major arcana, and in numerology, a 12 is going to go to a 3. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So we've got a lot of 3s out here for you. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Fertility, and 3 on the sacrifice card. In combination with your rainbows here. Angel number 333, my Cancerian friends. Look this up. Angel number 333. Something in the message of angel number 333 is going to resonate with you. Alright, let's look up sacrifice. Powerful achievements are usually born as a result of great sacrifice. This card represents self-sacrifice and a time when you should look around your life to see what needs to be released. By surrendering and letting go, there will be more room to receive. The rewards for this are transformation, wisdom, gratitude, and enlightenment. This card signifies that there's a situation happening or about to occur in your life, and you can't control the outcome. This would be a good moment to pause, rest, have patience, reflect, and meditate. And let me stop right here because this can sound a little scary, I know. Based off of my meditation, you have nothing to worry about. Know that whatever happens in your life right now, it's going to happen for your greatest good. And that you are surrounded by your guides, your guardian angel. Archangel Jophiel is there with you also. And whomever this nurturing motherly figure is. Now, this could be someone that you knew in life that has gone to the other side, or it could be an ancestor, or it could be a spirit guide of yours. But this woman was so nurturing, so you are surrounded by love and comfort and everything you need, and you are going to be just fine. And the outcome of this is going to be in your best interest. It's going to be whatever is in the greater good of your future. So rest assured there. Remember that to be forewarned is to be forearmed. So this is nothing that you should cause yourself anxiety over, because it's going to cut your connection. Those kind of emotions will cut your connection off to your spirits and guides. So right now, you need to be calm, grounded, and trust in the universe, and know that you are surrounded with the most loving, compassionate, comforting energy right now. Whether you can see it or not, it's there with you. It would be wise to stand back so you can learn to look at events with a more understanding, intuitive eye. Remember, that cat was really standing out to me here. Cat symbolized intuition. Try to view people, issues, or problems from a different perspective. If you can achieve this, it will have a profound effect on your soul and your life. The sacrifice card can also symbolize a period of transition and change. The solutions you seek may be slow in coming, for it could be necessary to live into the answers. Accept the things that you cannot control, heal and leave the past behind. Move toward your future and watch for new doors opening and paths that are being shown to you. And then the next one we have is foundations and achievements. 4s signify structure, security, stability, foundations and achievements. This card confirms that what you've been building is now firmly established with a strong and solid foundation. You deserve this. It's time for your harvest, the rewards. It's time for you to harvest the rewards for your efforts. What you sowed, you can now reap. Be open to receive. As you've worked hard and have given so much, allow the universe to give a little back to you. For there has to be an even exchange of giving and receiving in order to prime the pump of gratitude and reinforce the law of attraction. Using the more traditional meaning in tarot, this card represents a period for celebration, peace, and prosperity. It may also imply a marriage or the buying of land or a new home. As you enjoy this time of relaxation that you so deserve, know that nothing remains stagnant and the winds of change are always at your door. The dawn of a new day, this too shall pass. So, the most comforting saying to me in the world is this too shall pass. In any given situation in life, you can, this saying applies, be it a good situation or a bad situation. Let's see. So when you're going through great times, when you're going through happy times, what this tells us is we shouldn't take this for granted. This too shall pass, right? It applies in the good times also. On the flip side, when you're going through bad times, this too shall pass. It won't last. So if you've been going through some hard situations, some trying life experiences, the sunshine is on its way. It is. Then you need to focus on that. Don't focus on how hard it has been, how hard it is right now, okay? That's already occurred, it already is occurring. Put your focus ahead. If you're going through hard times right now, just keep reminding yourself the sun's coming. That warm, comforting, beautiful, glorious light, it's coming. And when that light dawns, you're going to have the gift of wisdom from everything that you've been through. This too shall pass. Okay, let's get back into your gorgeous. Let's see. Okay, so now we have the High Priest. I want to read up on the High Priest also. I really want to fish out as many messages as I can get for you here because I feel the energy. I feel like you need these messages. I know there are messages just dying to come through for you right now. The High Priest symbolizes tradition, education, religious doctrines, search for inner meaning, routine, conformity, counsel, and initiation. The High Priest is the male counterpart of the High Priestess. Just as the priestess combines both sensual and spiritual power, so too does the High Priest. Both are positioned before stone gateways, but whereas the priestess is associated with night, the moon, water, and coolness, the priest is associated with the day, the sun, fire, and warmth. I'm telling you, And I can see as I look at this card, the sun behind his head there. Oh, I don't know if I could get it. Can you see that? The lighting is super bright in here right now, but there's a sun behind his head there shining down on him. From that meditation, I could just literally feel the warmth of the sun on my skin, and it was such a comfort. The high priest mediates the power of the sun and of the masculine energy and holds his right hand aloft, making the wicked horned god sign of blessing. Beside him, his athame goes close to the chalice, hinting at the union of the great rite that is to come, the powerful alchemy of which is symbolized by the card's numerological counterpart, the ferald. The potential of this union is also hinted at in the symbol of the noonday sun just above the bull's horns. The horns echo the crescent shape of the moon and the ritual pose of the high priestess. In addition, they represent the card's traditional association with the astrological sign of Taurus, and also relate to the sacred bowls that are associated with the Druid rites in classical and Irish texts. The triple spiral motif on the priest's breastplate, which hangs beside the bear's claw pendant, shows us that he has a mastery of the three worlds. In the foreground, we see oak and ash and the wren, the druid bird. At first glance, it seems as if the high priest stands for the same concepts as the magician. But this is not so. The magician is beyond the duality of gender. He mediates both the divine feminine and divine masculine forces. He points to both heaven and earth, and on his altar are the symbols of all four elements. That part of the self that we term the magician then differentiates into two figures who mediate the god and goddess, represented in the Druidcraft Tarot as the High Priest and the High Priestess. A deeper understanding opens to us if we consider the four elements in relation to the two pairs of Lord and Lady, High Priest and High Priestess. The Lady represents the Earth Mother, the Lord represents the Sky Father, the High Priestess represents the Moon and powers of water, the High Priest, the Sun, and the powers of fire. Two levels of the great rite or mystical marriage are therefore indicated between earth and sky and between sun and moon. The meaning of this card is tradition and guidance. This card may sometimes indicate marriage, but if so, it refers to the outer ceremonial and legal procedures. It may, however, also indicate your desire for marriage at a deeper level. Many spiritual teachings, including alchemy, Taoism, Rosicrucianism, and Druidcraft, depict the spiritual quest as the journey towards marriage, between the inner and outer self, between the god and goddess within, between the spiritual and the mundane. To undertake this journey, you need to follow your passion and intuition. But you also need to follow the wisdom and counsel of others who have walked the path before you. The High Priest represents the people, the books, and the religious and spiritual systems that have evolved to help seekers on their quest. Each of us will need a different degree of structure and discipline. As we undertake our journey, and when the High Priest appears in a reading, it can indicate either a figure in your life who can guide and counsel you, or a need or the possibility to follow a tradition that will offer you initiation, teachings, and practices that will help you in your quest for the mystical marriage. The High Priest also represents the world of the major religions and churches, and the wider world of formal knowledge, education, and academic establishments. Depending upon the circumstances of your life and the position of the card in the spread, it may indicate your relationship to official religion or education and may suggest a need to conform to orthodox ideas and conventional approaches. Alternatively, it could indicate the significance of a teacher or a mentor in your life. The message of the High Priest is, there is value in discipline and routine to maintain the connection between your spiritual and your worldly life. Tradition, ceremony, initiation, spiritual teachings, and practice. All these will help you to remain in touch with the spiritual within yourself and within the world around you. So let me tell you something. This spiritual path is one of the most difficult paths to undertake. First of all, everybody's going to be against you, right? They're not gonna, a lot of people, they're not on board with it. Religion has done a fantastic job of chasing people away from the spiritual path. They could be very condemning. They can unknowingly promote shame and thought processes that are, for lack of better words, just not helpful. They have pulled us away from our intuition, and in lots of cases are driving people away from God instead of to God. And then once you get past how everyone's going to receive the path that you're walking and the person that you are, then there comes the fact that we all have to live life, right? We have to keep the roof over our head, and we have to be able to afford our food and security. So it's like, where do you have the time? And so that can be the next biggest challenge, is fitting it all in. When you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to be to work, and then you work hard all day, and then you come home and you have to make your dinner, and then you have to do your dishes, straighten things up, you're exhausted. You don't have time for tarot reads for everybody and meditation, which, you know, if that's your connection, that's what the next card is indicating, to go within in order to think your way out. So these are the challenges for those of us who choose to walk this path, and it's definitely not for the faint of heart. It isn't. For me personally, what I have found is Buddhism it is a great way to familiarize yourself with meditation practices, how to meditate. Between my very good therapist and Buddhism, I have learned to open my heart chakra and live my life through love and gratitude, so that I can have my connection, I can communicate with God. And I do believe in God. I do believe in Yeshua. I do believe there's a little bit of truth in every religion. I also do believe every religion also can be sprinkled with some untruths. And that's where your discernment has to come in. And so I did not find my answers in church, in religion. I, through meditation, was led towards Jewish mysticism, the Kabbalah. So something along the lines of like an initiative practice that helps you achieve this mystical marriage, that gets your mind and your heart connected and in union, and your higher self and your outer self connected. This is a book that I'm working on right now that has been wonderful. And then the other one I have been working on is this one by Jason Schulman, Kabbalistic Healing. And I'm telling you, this is amazing. I literally am living out the chapter and then reading the chapter. It's like the living word of God. It really is. So if you're interested, I mean, there's many different paths you can take. But those are the two that I chose: Buddhism and Kabbalah. Also, getting up at, if I'm used to getting up at, or if I have a need to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I have tried getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And just really being diligent and dedicated, and you can make it happen. And then seeking ways, you know, just being in an active state of seeking ways to get it in, fit it in where I can. Yeah, so let's finish up this read, shall we? All right, so can we get a clarifier card out for the High Priest for the Collective of Cancer? Please, oops, too many. Oh, let me fix the camera again. All right. Why do we have the High Priest here for the Collective of Cancer? Please clarify the High Priest card. Why do we have the High Priest card here? Show me what I need to see for the Collective of Cancer in regards to the High Priest card. Prosperity begins. Ones are aces, which signify gifts. So, 2 more clarifier cards, please, for the High Priest. Ah, goodness! I feel like that's our one. That's our Huckleberry. New beginnings. One more clarifier for the High Priest. Thank you. The Waiting Game. Let's see. I want to read up on this New Beginnings. So we've got the gift of prosperity. And we've got new beginnings here. Let's see. What else is about the new beginnings? Each and every journey begins with an all-important first step. When this card presents itself in your reading, it's confirming that it's time for you to take a brave leap of faith. But be prepared as you do so. This card represents that a great new adventure is awaiting you. It usually shows up when there's a significant inner change happening within you. By selecting this card, it's a sign that those important choices are needed and are about to be made and should be carefully pondered on as you proceed with wisdom, thought, and care. And I'm guessing this is the choice of what path you're going to take. If it's a church that you feel drawn to, if it's like the books that I showed you, if it's a therapist, a mentor of some sort. Life is constantly trying to nudge and move you forward. At times it can be daunting when you're faced with a new adventure or direction. Therefore, it calls for inner belief and courage as you take that leap of faith and step into the unknown. During this time, don't be alarmed if you feel lost or even confused. Most people are afraid of change and play it safe by staying where they are. Know that through inner guidance, wisdom, and a belief in yourself, and by tapping into these tools, you'll be propelled forward on a positive, life-changing path. Don't conform to what society or other individuals expect of you at this time. It's your own adventure. During this time, be like an innocent child with fresh eyes and give yourself permission to live, play, love, and above all, laugh. And then we've got the waiting game here. So it's a number 2, which will indicate choices, decisions. So let's see what it has to say about this one. This card indicates that you've worked hard to set things in motion in certain areas of your life, and you're now waiting for the results to come to fruition. The number 2 is all about choice and decision. In the past, you may have been afraid of making decisions or choices, but now you're no longer held prisoner by this fear, just like we talked about, right? That these were your... Have you heard? I have been so addicted to this song from Creed called My Own Prison, and there you have it. There you have it. My Own Prison. You have to listen to this song. I'll put a link to it in your description. You've got to listen to it. You're no longer held prisoner by the fear or the constraints of old beliefs. Expect the best and be open to the limitless power of your intuition, which is presently very strong. Trust and use it to assist you. Achievement and success are assured, but once obtained, don't let it change you. Remember who you are, the effort that it took to get you to this point, and the gratitude you need to show to the people who helped you. Stay on your spiritual path, for it will continue to guide you on the journey of your soul. I love this read. All right, and then our last card to clarify here. We are 58 minutes in. My reads are so long, but I mean, this was a significant read. So, 8 of Swords, Spirit, please clarify the 8 of Swords. Why do we have the 8 of Swords here? What do I need to see about the 8 of Swords? Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. 8 of Swords for Cancer. So, we've got temptation, rejoice in celebration, and choose wisely. So for the temptation card, 15 in numerology goes to a 6. Sixes symbolize balance, harmony, integration, union. It's like temptation has a hold on him, right? But he's fighting it. He's got his hand on the key. What I'm getting from this is to resist the temptation. You see those tentacles rising up to grab onto him. Resist the temptation to remain trapped in your own fears. You've got to let go of those fears so that those fears can let go of you. You've got the key right in your hand. And then rejoice in celebration, again with the threes. Green border represents emotions, heart chakra, gratitude. Threes represent creativity, expression, synthesis, fulfillment, a union between your higher self, your inner self, in your heart. And we've got more green out on the board here. Number 7. 7s are the most auspicious number to receive. They represent Father God Most High. They represent magic, spirituality, research. And it says choose wisely. So, we're going to leave it there for you, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed the read. I am available if you would like help with meditation, connecting with your guides, if you would like a completely personal read to help you to know what decisions are on the table and what possible directions you can take this. Feel free to message me, mysticroseawakening@gmail.com. If you enjoyed this read, if you got something out of it, please give me a like and a subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell button so you get notified every time I do a read. The more you watch my videos, the more your energies will show up. So I hope that this message makes it to whoever it was for, because it was a big one. It was my honor. Namaste.